Welcome to ARMA Reforger. This one was a bit of a surprise. About 30 minutes ago, Bohemia Interactive, who make the ARMA series of video games, dropped a live stream, announced the game, and at the same time released it on Steam. And I think it's also on the Xbox preview program, the insider program. You've got to pay for it. I paid 25 quid for it on Steam. And this is actually doing some really interesting things. Whilst it's not ARMA 4, the developers did say that they are working on ARMA 4. So if you're into Operation Flashpoint and the ARMA games, that's good news. But this is actually the new engine that Bohemia have made. And ARMA 4 will be running on this engine. And what Reforger is essentially a multiplayer sandbox using the new engine. And the main goals of it are to test the technology, the performance, and also allow the community to get stuck in with mods, different scenarios that they can create using this thing called the Game Master that's in the game, and just see what they come up with. Now, on PC, of course, you've got full mod support, and in the live stream, they did actually show a program called Blender, which you can use to make 3D models, and it seemed like a seamless communication between the two. You make the model and you can easily put it into the game engine. I've got to grab some ammunition here. So there are already a couple of multiplayer game modes in this that you can play. It's up to 64 players at the moment. And this is a game mode called Conflict. Well, that's the main game mode at the moment, I suppose. Got to crouch. Take out these other targets. And it's essentially a mix of Battlefield, Hell Let Loose, Squad. And you've got to go around capturing various different objectives, building things, building supply lines, depots, using vehicles, getting in firefights, teamwork. And this tutorial is actually a decent showcase of some of the mechanics in the game. And of course, you know, you guys get to just see what it is, what it looks like. I'm playing this on PC, by the way. This is maxed out on 1440p. And if you've played any of the ARMA games, a lot of the controls are very similar, right? You've got Alt, you can look around. Enter does your third person. You've got your ADS, prone, all that good stuff. Right, we've got to jump into the vehicle here. And because this is kind of like a simulation game, you've got stuff like this, where if you get into a vehicle, you've got to turn the engine on. You can also turn the lights on. Get the Jeep started and off we go. Drive up to the final firing position here. And now we can look behind us and we should be able to switch to the gunner seat there. And we'll take out these targets. Just eyeballing it there. You can aim as well. Mouse isn't exactly perfect yet, but it'll do. We'll get back in the driver's seat. Turn the engine on. And away we go. I'm going to go to Point Alabama. It is actually marked on the map and on the UI here. With this being the tutorial, they are spoon feeding you a bit to teach you the game's mechanics. It's a Cold War setting. That's the base of the game. So 1980s. So you've got some modern-ish weapons and vehicles in here. I'm going to head to the next objective here. And it does look like an absolutely massive map. I've got a handbrake. Yeah, I do. Oh god, I'm reversing. Beep, beep, beep. We'll head up here. There's a little bit of destruction as well. Exit the Jeep to skip to the next objective. Here we go. Teleport. Okay, so this is a military site. And in the conflict game mode, I think this is like a spawn point or an area that you can capture maybe. Gotta go to the armory for a quick overview. Here you can freely adjust loadouts to meet the tactical requirements of an objective. Got a rocket launcher there. It's like a sword, isn't it? M249. I get it. Yeah, I did. Oh, baby. And what's that there? Scroll down, replace the M16. Oh, wow, there's some visual bugs there. Still work in progress. Everything is purple. I'll move ahead. Just a quick look at the third-person animations here. Back to first person. I prefer playing these kind of games in first person. So this is the vehicle depot. And these can spawn light vehicles. As it says there, very useful when no other forms of transport are available. Of course, you've got that massive map, and sometimes there might be a capture point down here. Got a long way to go. And now we're going to move on to the command building. I think they said they're going to add stuff like helicopters as well. It's just light vehicles right now. Light armored vehicles, jeeps, that kind of thing. But as I mentioned, this is really a test bed, the foundation for Arma 4. And modding, of course. I mean, if you follow any Arma back in the day, DayZ was an Arma mod that became huge. I'd imagine the Bohemia probably working on a DayZ 2 on this new engine. And the performance is really good. I'm getting really nice FPS here. In conflict, you can disrupt enemy communications by securing structures such as this. So we essentially have to go into buildings like this and then establish a new base. And that's how you will capture that part of the map. Open the map. Any locations with icons in blue are controlled by US forces. Those in red belong to the Soviet army. Green indicates sites held by non-state actors hostile to all sides. If an icon is yellow, it represents an unknown faction. Now we've got to head over to the motor pool. I mean, I remember playing a mod called Wasteland as well, which I think was for Arma 2, which was great. It was like one of the first ever times I played like a massive large-scale PvPvE game, where you would go around in a squad and you would have objectives within that squad and fight players, but also AI. That was kind of cool. So this is the motor pool, and we can request vehicles from here. If I go over to the board, some nice little pictures there. Is that one of the devs? We're going to request the supply truck, and there it is. And we're going to get in and drive it. I think the ignition, yeah, it's in a different spot here. Takes a bit longer to whirl her up, this one. Look at that. It's a nice looking truck, isn't it? Anyways, we're going to go over to the dedicated storage spot here and get some supplies. So we park it here. We can use these supplies to build things. Exit the vehicle. Go around the back. We're going to load 1,000 it asks for. Get those in. Look around a bit while that's going on as well. I think the more supplies you put in there, the longer it takes, right? Makes sense. Cool, so the supplies are now in the truck. And we've got to go over to Point Alaska. That's in the village of Chotane, or Chotane. We'll head there now. Yeah, and talking about mods as well, like Battle Royale. That was an Arma mod. It was one of the first Battle Royale games that I ever played. That's huge now, massive genre. It's just going to be so cool to see what people come up with for this. Because after watching the presentation, they really are going all in on the mod support. And they just want to see what people create. And I think it's quite rare, really, to get a game like this in today's gaming climate, where it's just like, yeah, you can just mod whatever you want. A lot of the AAA titles have ditched that mentality, taking the control away from the users, but it seems like Bohemia have stuck to their guns with this, and they're just allowing you to do whatever you like with it. Okay, so now that we're here, I think we can actually build something here. So if we go to start building, we've got the 1,000 supplies that we loaded, and you can use this area as a forward operating base, something like that. If you've played Hell Let Loose or Squad, you'll know what these kind of things are. And we're going to build a new vehicle depot. There it is. And now we can use this as a spawning point for more vehicles should we ever need them. Okay, now we're going to head further down the road and we're going to look at the cool stuff that you can build. And you can just hold W as well if you want to start the ignition. You don't have to look and turn the engine on, so nice little accessibility feature there. Any destruction? Oh, a little bit of destruction. Oh, I've gone right into the tree. 150 meters away. This does remind me a lot of DayZ. Don't know about you guys, but I've got the feels. It's just nice to play a game like this where the FPS is good, as I mentioned. Okie doke. Oh my goodness, I cannot drive. Okay, we've made it. Get out. Whoa. So we're going to have to build a bunker here. Sandbag bunker. Build a machine gun nest as well. There it is. And now we're going to go ahead and build that checkpoint. So in multiplayer, you could use this as a defensive position. Taking cover behind the sandbags here. Sniping people as they try and push your operating base. Right, back in we go. Okay, we made it. I'm going to put a checkpoint here. Medium road checkpoint. I put some little tank traps down as well. And a stop sign. I don't think anyone's going to pay attention to that, but whatever. And then if we exit the construction mode, you've got to come to the back. Cancel the build. There we go, and that's permanently there. Look at the objectives. We've got to go capture Lawrence, Arizona. So we'll accept that. And if I was in a squad, they would see that mission. There you go. Friendly units will be informed about your current objective and can join you in your efforts. You'll also earn battlefield promotions and progress your career faster while completing objectives in this manner. And now we're going to head over to the capture point near the town. And then we're going to do a bit of orienteering. Yes. As you can see on the map, it doesn't show you where you are. It shows you where objectives are, but you've got to use your compass to get around. Oh, down we go. Picking up a bit of speed here. Oh, God. Yeet. Oh, careful. Nearly flipped it. Did I ruin it? Just a bit of smoke. Oh, no, it's fine. That's just the exhaust, isn't it? We're living the dream. Okay, so here is the capture point, Arizona. Get out. We made it. We're going to establish comms with HQ here. And as it says there, if this was an actual multiplayer match or scenario, you're going to have to fight for this. Won't be so easy. The goal of the conflict game mode is to seize the command building in your enemy's main operating base. This can be only achieved incrementally. Military sites can only be secured if they're within your faction's radio signal range. Therefore, it's crucial to take objectives. To expand your side's signal range, mobile command units can also be deployed. There's one situated nearby, but to find it, you'll need to demonstrate some basic navigation skills. Okay, remember your time in the scouts? Open the compass. Orient yourself north. That's this way. You can zoom in, look at it like that. Slowly rotate until the black line points to the number 140. So we're going to come all the way around here. Looking southeast. There it is. There is a large white farmhouse through the forest. By following your azimuth reading of 140, you'll come across it. So we're going to head in this direction and see if we can find that white farm building. If we look on the map, so this is where we are at the moment. I'm guessing it's going to be this down here. We'll see. It's quite realistic, doesn't it? Lighting could be a bit better though, I think. Just seems a bit too harsh at the moment. Maybe it's the time of day. I think it's got a full day-night cycle and everything like that, all that good stuff. Now watch out for bears though. I don't think they're in the game yet. So we're nearly through the woods here and I think it should be right here. Hop over the fence there. See what's inside. Blair Witch. There's the farmhouse, good going. The grid reference for the building on your map is 076050. The mobile command unit is over on grid 077046. Both positions are marked on your map. It's now on you to get there. Okay, so we need to get to 077046. So that's where we are at the moment. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got 077046. Yeah, that's it. It's that building. So if we follow the road, take a left, and then follow that all the way, we should get to the mobile command unit there. Start this up. He's doing the gears. Dirt road here. Yeah, we take a left. Follow this all the way around. Around the corner, isn't it? Yeah, here it is. Look at that, the mobile command unit. Take a long-range radio from the back. Grab radio. In conflict, heavier man-portable radios like this one allow support units to respawn in your vicinity, providing you're within your faction signal range. Let's test it out. Okay, radio selection. Turn on. Adjust to 60 Hertz. That's it. Hold caps, radio communication.
Atlas Red 1 to all stations. We're securing the objective at Point California. Out.
Remember, you can use your radio to communicate with other squads on the battlefield. Each group will have its own designated frequency and can be reached as long as you're in your faction's signal range. So I presume that if that's a real match with real people, you'll be talking to real people over the radio. Okay, let's get the mobile command unit up and running, interact with the rear, and deploy it. Watch out for snipers. Could be anywhere. And that's deployed. All the while it's transmitting, your signal range is extended and other friendly forces can spawn nearby. If you check your map, you'll see you can now stage an assault on the enemy's main operating base, thanks to your increased coverage. Oh, so it's a requirement then. So they said California, didn't they? That's it. To complete the tutorial, moving on Point California and reconfigure the radio in the command building. So we've got to go southwest, almost direct southwest, and we'll get there. Right, let's jump back in. We'll go complete the tutorial. Which way am I facing? Okay, I've got to go over there basically. Coming through. Goodbye, mobile command unit. I will miss you. I won't. Big tower in the distance there somewhere. Sure, I saw it. I've just driven into a rock. What an idiot. Always look in the direction that you're going. Good advice that. I learned that from my driving instructor. Not that it helped that much, but there you go. Okay, right, should be just up ahead. Again, in a real multiplayer match, you'll be fighting other people as you enter this. It won't be as easy as just diving on in there. Reconfigure the radio station inside the radio installation to seize the base. The one with the flag outside, I think. Okay, I'm just going to kill the enemies here. Triple kill, they're all dead. Oh, there's a tank over there. Tank's dead, very good. Sector clear, come on boys. We're taking the building. Flashbang. Boom. It's upstairs, I think. In here? Yeah, there it is. establish the comms with the HQ, and I think this will complete the tutorial. Maybe I shouldn't shoot the radio while I'm using it. I like how the gun is still sticking up in the air like that. Midday. Enemy HQ secured. Tutorial complete. Excellent work. We did it, guys. Yeah, hopefully that should give you a good idea of what type of game this is. If you've never played the ARMA games before, maybe you found this useful. Like I said, multiplayer's up here. Server browser. We've got the game master where you can make your own stuff. Different scenarios they've built. Capture and hold. Conflict. All sorts of good stuff in here. But there it is. That's ARMA Reforger. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye.